Good morning. Let me ask you to beg my indulgence with my shades. I had cataract surgery, and the sunlight is kind of hampered to me. I don't want to just see all spots. I want to see faces, okay? But let me give opening remarks by welcoming you to the first ever Chatham County morgue and for our coroner. And to give you a little background history on this, when Coroner Campbell became the coroner, we found out immediately that there was a problem. All right, we solved that problem by purchasing a grave site so that we could have a mass burial. And those of you who were there know that we have in the Bonaventure area, we have an area for those who are no longer with us, but we buried them with dignity and with honor. And so from that, we've been working on this project for the past almost, might as well say 2 years because it's December. All right, and we started working with it on January of 2021. And so we are grateful for this day. We are grateful that the Lord has sent us blessed sunshine, and we are thankful for you for being here in our presence. Now, let me make sure I get my house in order. Are there any of the judges in the audience? Because I thought I saw Judge Sapp coming. Is he out there? Any of the judges? All right. I've got the mayor. Any other mayors here? All right. Good. Then we can go on with the program. At this time, let me call the Reverend Dr. DeAndre Thurman, pastor of the St. Paul CME Church, who will do our invocation. And following his invocation, I ask that all of you stand and let us do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Good morning. Let us bow our heads. Gracious and giving God, you who are the creator and the sustainer, you who are the provider and the protector, we're thankful to you for this day that you have made, and we are determined to rejoice and be glad in it. But also we're thankful to you for this significant, auspicious, and long-awaited occasion. For we remember your word, which reminds us, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. So now thank you for all, O God, that you've done to make this day possible. Thank you for those that have worked so hard so that the members and citizens of our community may always be treated with dignity that they deserve. Thank you for the leadership that has allowed this day to occur. And now bless, O God, everything that is done here today so that it might be pleasing in your sight. So in your Son's name we pray. Amen.
Let us all stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. And now at this time, let me recognize, and I hope I have everybody here behind me. Let me start with the sheriff. Sheriff Welch is here. Then let me start with the judges. All the judges, will you stand? Okay. Thank you. And then the county commissioners that are here with us, Commissioner Lockett, Commissioner Milton, and myself, along with, let's go now to the tax commissioner. Okay. And then let us go to the mayor of Garden City. All right, let me ask this now. While the mayor is standing, do we have any of the other elected officials from Garden City here? If you are, please stand where you are. Okay, thank you. Let me see, did I forget anybody? Oh, yeah, let me get the clerk. Can't forget the clerk. That's right. Thank you, Sheriff. See, the sheriff know he have to keep me on duty. I see standing in the back, I see our police chief from the county. If you'd raise your hand, I see our director of CNT. You raise your hand. I see you from Garden City. Now, is that the chief, the lieutenant, the major? That's the chief? All right, make sure I got it right now. I don't mind being corrected. All right. Then I'm going to save the staff who put this together for uh, our county manager, Kegler, and then for our coroner, Mr. Campbell. All right. Did I get all elected officials and all recognition of all those? Anybody from the state here? Okay, I'll make sure I cover them. All right, at this time, having done that part of my duty, let me turn it over to our manager, and I can say manager, all right, Mr. Michael A. Kegler, who will come before you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And Mr. Chairman, I think we've left off Mr. Young from Senator Warnock's office. Could you please stand? And please tell the senator, he has our full support. We've been behind him 100%. He's done a lot of good things for Chatham County. So please, take that message back to him. All right. I want to join the chairman in thanking Mr. Campbell, our coroner, for his vision and help that enabled us to develop this project. You see, when Mr. Campbell first took office, we met to discuss the needs of the coroner's office as he began to review, this operation. It was during that period when he took office, we were in the midst of COVID, and, we identified then the need for additional space and resources to deal with the number of deaths and bodies that were a direct result of the COVID pandemic. This further highlighted the need for a facility that could adequately support the coroner's office. Because you see, with a growing county as we have, we really didn't have the space. And for years, the coroner's office depended on the local hospitals to provide storage for deceased remains or morgue services for Chatham County. With the growth of our community, it was no longer a viable option for the coroner's office to depend on the hospitals and support the needs of the county. It's with that we took on this project and working diligently with the coroner. I'm pleased to say that we have a fully functional, state-of-the-art county morgue and a state-of-the-art office facility for the coroner to serve the public, to serve the citizens of Chatham County, and we were really appreciative of the coroner. Also, as the chairman indicated, we had an issue with storage of, deceased remains, and we had over almost 600 remains. And working with the coroner, the chairman, and the mayor of Savannah, we were able to establish a site where we could deposit those remains, in a respectful manner that was befitting of citizens of Chatham County. So I also want to thank the coroner and the chairman and the mayor for allowing us to do that. I really want to, at this point, thank the staff members, because nobody, me and the coroner couldn't do this by ourselves. We really just were the figureheads. We had staff that really took the lead and got this project going. And I really want to thank, at this point, our emergency management director, Dennis Jones. Dennis, kind of raise your hands. Dennis worked with the coroner, almost daily to get this project going. So Dennis, thank you. I want to thank our project manager, Mr. Gary Redmond. Gary's back there. He was our project manager. Ms. Suzanne Cooler, our county engineer. We've got Mr. Anthony Stevens, our facilities manager for Chatham County. They all work together to help develop what you see here now. And last but not least, I want to thank our office staff, our county manager staff, Ms. Danielle Hillary, and Ms. Jessica in the back. I see Jessica back. Wave your hand, Jessica. She's the one that helped put the program together today, and just everything that's involved with this. I want to thank her. And then I see our clerk of commission, Ms. Janice in the back. Janice, wave. I just want to make sure everybody's who's here and who is working behind the scenes to get this done. So again, I want to thank the coroner. He's coming up to say a few words. I want to thank him. I want to thank the community. I want to thank everybody who is behind us 100%. we're trying to get the county facilities, you know, in a position where you'll all be proud. And I think we've got something today. We're starting 2023 on the right foot. I think we've got something today that the citizens will be proud of. So again, thank you, and we're looking forward to bigger and better things. Thank you.
Good morning. It's a great day to be alive here in this great city of Garden City. City that means so much to me. This is my birth home. I was born and raised right here in Garden City. At that time, it was a little dirt road right behind me between End Market and Family Dollar. Over on the same parking lot here, we used to play, the kids in Garden City used to play on this parking lot when it was just grass and woods. And the building where where our records are kept used to be the M&M grocery store where I got my first job at 15 years old as a bagger. So I'm not far away and I'm not in strange ground, and I'm just so happy. And when the county officials took me around to look at different sites to put a morgue in office, all of them had some problems that would not be conducive for us. And when they brought me out here, Mr. Kegler asked me, he said, what about going out there to Garden City at where the old M&M store used to be, Kroger store? I said, yes, let's go out there and look at that. I said, I'm sure that would be perfect. And when we got here and we looked at it, and I wish you could see the inside when we came, I didn't think anything could be done with it. But nothing better could have been done than to bring me right back at home where I first started. So today I just want to thank all of the county officials, especially Chairman Ellis and the Board of County Commissioners for an outstanding job. County Manager Kegler and Assistant Manager Ms. Kramer. And you know, my family knows, but other people don't know the deal with me is real heavy. It's a whole lot to deal with me. But these people made life so easy and made this job so easy for me. I couldn't believe it. And I tell you the truth, sometime, and I could stand up for Chatham County because Chatham County means the world to me. I mean, they just open up, and as we said, Miss Jessica in the back and Miss Hillary, these people, I aggravate them to death so much when we buried those 565 bodies out in Bonaventure Cemetery. I worried those ladies so much until when we got ready to do the dedication service on today, they took over and done everything. They put everything in line. I didn't know anything. But I just want to say that they did an outstanding job. And I just want to commend them for a job well done. I want to commend the county government for the state of the art. I mean, they didn't spare no dollars. The state of the art, something that was very much needed. Very few counties in Chatham County and the state of Georgia have a morgue, and there's no other county anywhere in the United States that has a morgue like Chatham County. It's a state of the art. We got the idea from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation over in Pooler. And I'm so glad to see Ms. Shannon Walden, who is the director over here to my right. Anything happen, any of your loved ones that has to go to the GBI, she's the lady that's in charge. And I'm so happy to see her here today because they are super busy and too busy for her to be out here on this morning, but it meant a lot to her for her to come out here. And she gave us the idea of what this morgue should look like. I want to thank the funeral homes. I'm sure that they are happy because as Mr. Kegler said, at one point in time, 3, 4, and 5 o'clock in the morning, we have to wonder where we're going to take a body to be put on hold until we can get it to the GBI or we can get in touch with the next of kin or we can get finished with our investigation. And it was just a struggle. And immediately, once I became elected, Chatham County got on board with the commissioners, with the county managers. They got on board, but one thing held us up was that pandemic, and we couldn't do anything about it. And they worked and worked and worked and worked until they could get to a certain point, and it brought us here to this day in my 2-year ending in my 2-year term. But it's never too late to do good. And I just want to say that it was just ordained for it to happen here on this 8th day of December in the year 2022. We want to again thank, we have representatives. I just would like to acknowledge the funeral homes. We have Adams Funeral Home here, Campbell and Sons